Eisenhower visits the Third Army, which is doggedly battling its way toward heavily fortified Metz, another key to the Siegfried Line. Our big guns open up. In the Metz area, everything in the arsenal is used. Signal Corps pictures show the devastation wrought by General Patton's armor divisions as they batter their way forward yard by yard. And some of the battering is a real pleasure. The battle for Metz is rugged, but its fall is inevitable. Greek liberation is at hand as a flotilla of British war vessels and transports nears Piraeus, the port of Athens. A landing in force is made for a campaign that was to be of short duration. As British troops enter Athens, they're greeted by citizens wild with joy after 4 years under the Nazi heel. Constitution Square is the center of celebration for a people who have known starvation and misery. Greek partisans who fought relentlessly join the welcoming throng. Premier Papandreou lays a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier. The glory that was Greece, Athens, the city eternal, with the famed Acropolis miraculously undamaged by the Nazis. Greece, to whom civilization owes so much, is again free. While Marines captured another island in the Palaus, mopping up is completed on Peleliu. Armor and flamethrowers methodically blast the Japs from their hiding places. Watch this Jap carefully. He won't go far. These Marine Corps pictures show the ruthlessness of war in the Pacific. A cave is blown up. A flock of sons of heaven who found their war in the Pacific a little too rugged after the Yanks got going. Our ambassador returns to Paris and France. Jefferson Caffrey sees the stars and stripes unfurled once more at our embassy on the Place de la Concorde. The return of our ambassador to France is symbolic of the end of Nazi tyranny in Europe. A brave nation has risen again. Mohandas Gandhi meets with Muhammad Ali Jinnah in an attempt to bring the Hindus and the Muslims together. In an India always torn by the strife of castes, Mahatma Gandhi has tried for some semblance of unity. Again, it is something he failed to achieve. He parted friends with Jinnah, he says, but the Indian problem remains. Official Army Air Force pictures reveal General Twining and General Aker being received by Romanian Army and Air Force officers as they arrive at Bucharest. The Ploiești oil fields are their immediate destination. These were the famed oil fields which received repeated air poundings from the U.S. Army Air Corps in a plan calculated to deprive the Nazis of one of their main sources of petroleum. That the plan succeeded is evidenced on every hand. 2 years and 6 months after he was forced to flee from the Philippines, General MacArthur makes good his promise to return. Vice Admirals Wilkinson and Kincaid and Lieutenant General Kruger head up the greatest amphibious force ever assembled in the Pacific. Leyte Island, midway between Luzon and Mindanao, is the target. The Japs expected this attack at Mindanao. But MacArthur smashed at the middle and split the enemy's forces. MacArthur and Sutherland watched the landings from the flagship. The Jap Air Force is conspicuous by its absence, as is the Jap Navy. The enemy lost 2,600 planes to our carrier forces in 2 months, and the Jap Navy arrived a little late, just in time to suffer its greatest defeat. The Commander-in-Chief goes ashore with Sergio Osmeña, President of the Philippines. This is a great day for all the Filipinos, not only those being liberated on Leyte, but also the gallant Philippine guerrillas who have never given up fighting the invader. It's a day of hope for all the islanders who were forced into Japan's greater East Asia prosperity sphere only to find themselves enslaved. The rich Leyte Valley is the objective of these armored forces. Others head for the airfields at Dulag and Tacloban, the island's capital. Since the original landings, other forces have gone ashore on Samar Island between Leyte and Luzon. Except for isolated enemy groups, both islands are now well under our control. As the battle rages beyond Dulag, Filipinos start the job of rebuilding their shattered town. These pictures were taken by Universal's Irving Smith and Earl Crotchet, and by other newsreel and Navy cameramen. In front of the provincial capital at Tacloban, ceremonies precede the installation of the new cabinet by President Osmeña, and the friendly Stars and Stripes witness the momentous event.